16 by 9, the bigger picture.
What do you give the couple who has everything? We have an exclusive look at the government shortlist.
This was a dream that I've had since I was a child, to do portraits of the royal family.
This just may have the potential to be a unique enough gift.
And there's a royal dress that's captured the public heart. We take you for a tour.
Everybody wants to do the dress for Kate, and it's like a dream to make a dress for the princess.
As the world counts down to the royal nuptials, these copycats have invaded London.
Well, I think the lookalikes have become celebrities. When you take the lookalikes out and about, people scream and chase them and want to kiss them.
That's all coming up on 16 by 9. Here's Mary Garofalo.
Good evening and welcome to 16 by 9 special royal wedding show. And we're coming to you tonight from our own magnificent Canadian castle, Castle Oma. At this very moment in London, armies of people are working day and night preparing for Friday's royal nuptials. But here at home, we have a big decision to make. What wedding gift to give Prince William and his bride, Kate Middleton? The Canadian government has a secret list of artists. One of them just might be lucky enough to make a gift fit for royalty. Here's our Alison Vushnick.
This is a top secret operation, and so is this. 2 artists, 2 projects, both vying for the same prize, and all under wraps. They don't know each other, they don't know the judges, but they do know what winning would mean.
It's to have an old childhood dream come alive.
It would be a huge honor, for sure, to have a piece of mine selected.
They are 2 of the artists on the list. It's a confidential shortlist. Only the government knows how long the list is and exactly who's on it. But Canada will choose 1 or maybe 2 artists on that coveted list to make the official wedding gifts for Prince William and Kate Middleton. First in the running, Corey Trepanier, landscape painter, artistry fueled by passion and preservation. His goal to chronicle the Canadian Arctic, an unprecedented project. His adventurous spirit has taken him places few have ever seen, let alone captured on canvas. Enamored by the rugged beauty, he navigates everything that is part of it, from the big and scary.
First evening out, we have some polar bear activity. Good mama. This pump action 12 gauge has got some rubber bullets in it, and some other ones should it be required. Have the gun ready in case? Take it away. Go. Go.
To the small and annoying.
Just swallowed one. Bugs are horrible. Jeez. Whoa. The easel's almost loading.
It's an ecological wonderland. For Corey, it's a painter's paradise.
Fantastic. These colors and the shapes are more than I anticipated. There's something special about being able to float on the water under your own power. I'm looking forward to taking my paints and to go have a closer look. Spectacular floating around there. A little eerie too when you pass over that ice.
Capturing the Canadian landscape to share it and hopefully inspire others to protect it.
Only place on the island where you have such incredible hoodoos like this. Fantastic.
During his Into the Arctic project, he stumbled upon this.
Wow, that is amazing.
The Wilberforce Falls.
It's an absolutely incredibly beautiful place that few people have ever heard of, and it's actually considered to be the highest waterfalls in the world, above the Arctic Circle as well.
Beautiful, majestic, and historic. An Arctic explorer named the falls in honor of William Wilberforce, a British member of Parliament whose revolutionary commitment led to the abolishment of slavery.
This just may have the potential to be a unique enough gift, not only because it's a magnificent piece of Canadian Arctic landscape, but just the story behind it and how it connects. It all came together. I thought, I had to do this.
And there's more. You see, the royal couple will be married here at Westminster Abbey. And William Wilberforce is here as well, because this is his final resting place. A monument in his honor stands within feet of where the couple will exchange vows. Back in Canada, the majestic falls are remote, located on the Hood River in Nunavut, in a place so far north, very few Canadians will ever experience their beauty. Corey hopes if his Wilberforce Falls painting is the chosen gift, Canadians will want to protect what he holds so dear.
Perhaps through this process, it could receive some sort of protection, either as a historical status or as a park of some kind, because I really believe it's a gem that is flying under the radar and deserves to have some kind of protection for it. So the greater honor would be to see that come out of all of this.
In a different studio, committed with his heart and soul, Canadian sculptor Gino Cavicchioli wants to win the honor. He starts his work in clay, large and small portraiture. He then immortalizes them in bronze. Famous athletes, politicians, musicians, philanthropists. Gino has sculpted them all.
This was a dream that I've had since I was a child, to do portraits of the royal family.
Gino spent his formative years in Rome, surrounded by famous works by legendary artisans who created or captured historic figures.
And so their royal family always played a big part. This was something that artists captured quite often. So I was brought up with kings and queens and busts and, of these royal families. They're absolutely stunning.
So taken by the young royal couple, when he flips through magazines, he sees what we don't. Features perfect for creating.
Well, youth, beauty, innocence. That's really how I sum up their faces. And there's such great happiness there. That's the thing I would want to concentrate on. It has to be really cheerful. It would have to be a kind of a sculpture that when you approach it, you yourself would start to feel really good.
Gino requires a sitting with every person he sculpts, and that's exactly what he proposed to the Canadian government. Time to meet with Prince William and his bride to produce a timeless masterpiece.
Something that Canadians could be very proud of, and I could capture this magical moment for all times for Canada. Something that we can look back 30 years from now and say, oh look, the king was so young and just starting out. So I can capture this magic. That's really my gift.
So what will we give William and Kate? Well, a team of experts makes a short list and then the Prime Minister weighs in. As a Commonwealth nation, turns out the gift needs to be more personal.
It's a Canadian gift to a Canadian prince and his bride.
Gary Toffoli is the Executive Director of the Canadian Royal Heritage Trust. If you want to know anything about the royal family, Gary's the man to ask.
This was the list of the wedding gifts that were on display at St. James's Palace for the Queen in 1947.
These are all their wedding gifts?
Yeah, but it's not all of them. They were the ones that were on display.
That's a lot of thank you notes you have to write.
It's a lot of thank you notes, yeah.
And when Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip were married, Gary says we sent this desk made of Canadian maple and maple paneling.
You know, when the Duke was working, that he felt himself in Canada. You know, that he had this sense of a Canadian room, a Canadian home, which relates to the fact that the royal family, Canada is their home. That there was a little bit of Canada in London.
Not to mention this silver and mink coat we sent. For Princess Diana and Prince Charles, a brooch and a Robert Bateman painting. So what about this time around for Kate and William? It's a mystery, even for this expert.
We know the Prime Minister's love of hockey and the Beatles, you know, and music. So who knows? Maybe there'll be some musical aspect to what the gift has. I don't know. No.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Back to the secret list. 2 artists, each with their own reasons, hoping that one of them, or both, will be lucky enough to make a gift worthy of a prince and his bride.
I would love to see it be used in that capacity to not only make a gift, but also make a statement about how beautiful our Canadian Arctic is. Because once you're up there, you can't help but feel that much more proud to be Canadian.
They will, 30 years from now, they'll look back and say, oh, there's a gift, there's a precious gift that we received of our beginnings together, you know, and our love for each other. So I think it's a very exciting possibility.
Coming up on 16 by 9.
This is the dress I designed for Kate. I love it. I wish he loved it the way I love it.
That's all coming up. "16 by 9, the bigger picture."
What do you give the couple who has everything? We have an exclusive look at the government shortlist.
This was a dream that I've had since I was a child, to do portraits of the royal family.
This just made
Castle, Castleloma. At this very moment in London, armies of people are working day and night preparing for Friday's royal nuptials. But here at home, we have a big decision to make. What wedding gift to give Prince William and his bride, Kate Middleton? The Canadian government has a secret list of artists. One of them just might be lucky enough to make a gift fit for royalty. Here's our Alison Vushnick.
This is a top secret operation, and so is this. 2 artists, 2 projects, both vying for the same prize.
it had the potential to be a unique enough gift.
And there's a royal dress that's captured the public heart. We take you for a tour.
Everybody wants to do the dress for Kate, and it's like a dream to make a dress for the princess.
As the world counts down to the royal nuptials, these copycats have invaded London.
Well, I think the lookalikes have become celebrities. When you take the lookalikes out and about, people scream and chase them and want to kiss them.
That's all coming up on 16 by 9. Here's Mary Garofalo.
Good evening and welcome to 16 by 9 special royal wedding show. And we're coming to you tonight from our own magnificent Canadian